Now let's take a look at the edit menu. And the edit menu is one of the most important sets of features in a graphical user interface. The first two commands are really the key to the edit menu. Undo and redo. As you do things in a typical Mac OS X application, you can choose to undo them or to redo them, to step forward and back in your operations. And this is so important because it helps people to understand that they can experiment with an application instead of being confused and saying, oh, I wonder what will happen if I click here or do this. Anything that is going to cause any kind of change to the data that you're working with should be allowed to be undone and redone. And if it doesn't, if you're going to take an action that is not undoable, well-behaved applications will warn you and say, are you sure you want to do this, because you can't undo it. So undo and redo help to liberate users to explore the applications that they're working with. And you should recognize this and take advantage of all this code that's built in there, because you can just experiment. Sit down, try out things. Then beyond the undo and redo, we have the standard cut, copy, and paste commands that are in this type of application. If I come into my old favorite, text edit, and type a sentence, I can say this is a long sentence, and I can highlight something here and cut it and remove it. I can now paste it. If this is formatted in another way and I cut it, I can paste and match the style, so the italics have been removed. If I had not done that, if I just did a regular paste, the styling information would have been preserved. There's a difference between cutting something and deleting it. Cutting puts it onto the clipboard so that I can paste it somewhere else. If I delete, then I get what was on the clipboard before. In other words, I was working with long and I had deleted sentence. I highlighted sentence and deleted it. The clipboard remains untouched. And if I keep on going back and undoing, that I can back up and undo the various commands and get back to the information that was there before I deleted it. But that's the main difference between cut and delete. If you cut something, it's on the clipboard and you can then paste it. Delete just removes it. And I can select all, which is useful if I want to start over in a document. I can then press the delete key and everything will be gone. So these are the standard commands that anytime you can type or manipulate graphics, you usually have the ability to cut, copy, paste, and so forth. You also can, in the text edit command, insert various types of formatting instructions from the insert command. Now, in other applications such as iCal, the edit menu has the undo and redo, which are standard at the top. Then it has the cut, copy, delete, and so forth commands here. And if you may have some specific commands, such as editing an event, that occur within a particular application. And the rule always is that as you go across the menu bar, you get more specific, and as you go down menus, you get more specific. If I come into Address Book and look at that edit command, it's the same thing. Here is an Address Book specific command, remove from group, that only matters there. In many of these, I then have find either as a submenu here, or here a wider variety of submenus, or as a simple command, such as in iCal, where I just find. It's the edit menu that also will have your spelling and grammar checking and special characters if you want to use them. There may be other things, such as in text edit, there's speech that can be put in here. You may have some substitutions here. These are text edit specific editing features, such as the ability to have smart quotes, which are the quotes that are a different format at the beginning and end of quotation, and smart quotes will put them in automatically for you. But that's the basics of the edit menu. Undo and redo, support for cut, copy, and paste, and spelling and grammar for applications that support it.